Howdy, y'all. It's Reese, aka Bearman Prime, on this April 28th. Welcome back to my Read the Bible in a Year series. Thank you again for joining me. God bless you all. Card the top right hand corner for the rest of the playlist, and please hit that like button, that subscribe button, that notification bell so you stay caught up. Alright, so yesterday we closed out our coverage of the book of 2nd Kings when King Josiah began to rule. He ordered repairs to the temple Jerusalem. They found the book of the law again, read the book to the people, and that's pretty much where we ended up. We're actually going to now skip over two entire books in the Bible. We're going to skip over 1st and 2nd Chronicles. These books were written by the prophet Ezra, who led the second group of exiled Jews from the Babylonian Empire back to Jerusalem. There was, several times, or a couple times at least, where the nation was conquered and the people scattered by more powerful nations. The Babylonians, of course. We have the Roman Empire later on, the Assyrians, Persians. And so they would be scattered, but then because of their sin, but then eventually they would be brought back as always. And in this point, Ezra, along with Nehemiah, bring some of the exiles back to Jerusalem with the intent of rebuilding the temple, which had been destroyed during their conquering. So they're going to build up the second temple as well as the wall of Jerusalem. So the books of 1st and 2nd Chronicles were basically written by Ezra to recount Israel's entire history up to that point, to remind the people of who they are, why they, why they were chosen by God, and to remind them of what God has asked them to do. So we're going to skip over those because a lot of it just covers what we've already read before. We're going to go straight and just for one day into the book of Ezra himself. So we're going to just make a quick stop here in Ezra chapter 3 today, beginning in verse 7. And this is about rebuilding the temple. Then those who had come back from captivity gave money to the stonecutters and carpenters. They also gave food, wine, and olive oil. They used these things to pay the people of Tyre and Sidon to bring cedar logs from Lebanon. They wanted to bring the logs in ships to the sea coast down of Joppa, as they did for the first temple. King Cyrus of Persia gave permission for them to do this. So in the 2nd month of the 2nd year after they came to the temple in Jerusalem, Zerubbabel, son of Shealtiel, and Yeshua, son of Jozadak, began the work. Their brothers, the priests, the Levites, and everyone who came back to Jerusalem from captivity began working with them. They chose Levites who were 20 years old and older to be the leaders in the building of the Lord's temple. These were the men who supervised the work of building the Lord's temple: Yeshua and his sons, Kadmiel and his sons, the descendants of Judah, the sons of Henadad and their brothers, the Levites. The builders finished laying the foundation for the Lord's temple. When the foundation was finished, the priests put on their special clothing. Then they got their trumpets, and the sons of Asaph got their cymbals. They all took their places to praise the Lord. This was done the way King David of Israel had ordered in the past. They sang songs of praise and thanksgiving, taking turns in singing each part. They sang, "The Lord is good, his faithful love will last forever." Then all the people cheered. They gave a loud shout and praised the Lord because the foundation of the Lord's temple had been laid. But many of the older priests, Levites, and family leaders who could remember seeing the first temple began to cry aloud. They cried while the others there shouted for joy. The sound could be heard far away. All of them made so much noise that no one could tell the difference between the shouts of joy and the crying. Alright, so this is just a very quick snippet of what we're going to actually cover in the next 3 days in the book of Nehemiah. So, this is how they're going to rebuild the temple. So the temple has been completely destroyed. Now they're building it back up as the second temple in Jerusalem, as well as the rest of the city of Jerusalem. which has been completely demolished at this point. And so Ezra is just kind of going over who's there and what their parts are. This is just a very short summary of that. So we're going to cover this in a little bit more detail starting tomorrow in Nehemiah. So thank you again for joining me. I sure do appreciate it. I'll see y'all tomorrow.